Wait,
just relax. Just hold on. Just stay seated. Just stay seated.
It's early morning. Everything seems normal. A mother believes her son is just out with his girlfriend, but within minutes, her world will collapse.
Christine, look at me. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, just take a
deep breath. Okay. The other two passengers, like I said, was Davion and who we believe is Dominic. Okay. From what Makenzie told us.
Okay.
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Christine.
Just sit down.
Oh God!
Just sit down.
Oh my God!
Krista's gonna come outside.
At first, it looks like a tragic accident. Reckless teenage driving. Another senseless loss. But as investigators dig deeper, they uncover something that changes everything. Turning what appeared to be a car crash into a murder investigation. Before we continue, make sure you're subscribed. What you're about to see is one of the most chilling cases we've ever covered.
So there was an incident that we believe Dominic may be involved.
What?
When was the last time you saw him?
Last night.
Last night?
Yeah, everybody was home. Why?
Okay.
Christine Russo is Dominic Russo's mother. She's sitting in her home when officers arrive. She has no idea why they're there. No idea her son is already gone.
Okay.
What happened?
You want to come out here?
Yeah.
Or do you want us to come inside? It's up to you.
No, but let me put out my cigarette. Hold on.
Okay.
Cats, and if I don't get that cat fed, he climbs up on my counter.
Yeah.
The pain
So,
in the butt.
do you know what time did you talk to him? Or did you actually see him?
Yeah, I was making buffalo chicken dip. I'd have to see.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
Yeah, okay. Because I made I went to my buddy's friends, and then I came home. And I don't know, it was late. I was making buffalo chicken dip. That's all I can remember. And then,
Okay.
You know, I mean, I'd have to look at my phone to see exactly about what time I got home.
Do you know who he was hanging out with last night?
So I was with that little girlfriend because that's it.
His girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I seen one other kid over there, but I can't remember his name. He fixed his car for him. One of his friends fixed his car. I've only seen him a couple times over to fix. He's got like a classic car that the kid was fixing on.
Okay. White kid, black kid, do you know?
Yeah, like a mix kind of.
Okay.
I don't think he's real. I mean.
Okay. So he was hanging out with his girlfriend and.
Well, I don't know if they were really hanging out. The kids come over like twice to work on the car. And that's usually what he's come over for, and then he's
Okay. All right. Well, just so you know, obviously, Officer Laraconda, this is Father Joe.
Okay, Joe, where are you? Oh, what are you
St.
from?
Joe's in Strongsville.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm also the chaplain for the police and fire department.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, unfortunately, there was an accident, involving Makenzie, Davion, and who we believe is Dominic, is the third person.
An accident?
A car accident. Okay.
Where?
Last night.
Wait.
Just relax. Just hold on. Stay seated. Just hold on. Just listen.
Yes.
Listen.
Take a deep breath.
Christine, look at me. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, just take
a deep breath. Okay. Right now, all we know is that the driver, who is Makenzie, is at Metro.
Right.
Okay.
Hold on. So yeah,
just stay seated, please.
Take your time.
Please, just relax. Take a deep breath.
That's
Take
right.
a deep breath.
That's okay. You're good. Take your time.
Take a deep breath. Okay. Is anybody else home here with you right now?
I'm Christopher, but he's sleeping. Angela's in Florida. Wait, where's Mackenzie's mom?
Okay. They're down at Metro right now.
Okay.
The other two passengers, like I said, was Davion and who we believe is Dominic. From what Makenzie told us.
Okay.
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh God!
Police tell her there was a car accident. Dominic was in the car. So was his friend, Devon Flanagan, and so is Dominic's girlfriend, Makenzie Sherilla. Makenzie is alive. She's in surgery. But Dominic and Davon are dead. Christine breaks down. She can't breathe. She keeps saying it can't be true. But it is. Her 21-year-old son is gone. At this point, you're probably thinking the same thing everyone did. A tragic accident. A young girl driving too fast. Maybe distracted. Maybe tired. Maybe reckless. That's what investigators thought too, at first. Then they started digging. And what they found was far more disturbing.
That day, what do you remember? Where were you when you got the call? Who called you, and what did they ask you to do?
I was actually at Christine's house. We were sitting around. She had just came back. She was sick. She got out of the hospital and wasn't feeling well. Dominic called her, and he was upset. And she was like, well, where are you at? And he was like, I'm driving in a car with her. And he was like, I just want to go. He was like, I don't want to be around her anymore. I'm done. So she was like, well, do you mind going to go pick him up? I said, not a problem. So as I leave her house, go to the highway, get on the highway, and I call him. I said, well, where are you at? And she was like, I'll crash this car. I'm like, dude, what you mean? I'm like, Dominic, just tell her to pull over. Like, I'm right behind you guys, so just pull over and stop, and I'm right here. Like, I'll be there in 2 seconds. As soon as I pull up, she's just going like this, and he's trying to get out the car. And once he get in the car with me, I said, dude, you don't have to deal with this. You're young, you got a long life to live. You don't have to deal with no chick in their attitudes, whatever.
Just hours before the crash, Dominic called his mother upset. He was in the car with Makenzie, and he wanted out. He said, I don't want to be around her anymore. I'm done. Makenzie was driving erratically. She was threatening him, saying disturbing things. Dominic was scared. His mother's friend was on the phone with him trying to help. And that's when Makenzie said something chilling. I'll crash this car. Dominic just wanted to go home. So his mother's friend told him, I'm right behind you. Pull over, I'll come get you. Makenzie pulled over. Dominic got out. He got into the other car. For that moment, he was safe. But here's the thing. This wasn't the first time. 1 week earlier, the exact same scenario played out. Makenzie threatened to crash the car. Dominic called his mom. His family had to pick him up on the highway. This wasn't a one-time outburst. It was a pattern. When investigators learned this, they started asking a different question. Was this really an accident, or was it intentional?
I don't know. I don't even know how this happened. I don't even know how it could happen. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't even know how this could happen. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go. Alright.
Scotty. Scotty's on Armor's friend. Live nearby? Yeah. You think she'd be in a position to come over and be with her mom? Yeah, do you want Scotty to come over, Mom?
You can call him if you want. I don't know how this
Who just pulled in?
This can't
Who
be
drives a Chrysler 300?
can't be the
Who drives a black Chrysler 300?
Somebody just
Oh, that's my dad.
That's Frank.
Hey, Scotty.
He's coming in the back. Marcello, he's coming in the back.
She's like, Sarge, back here.
Look at
Sure.
the fuck, I don't even know how this could happen. Other than save him. Other than save him. Other than save him.
Do you guys know how this accident happened or anything?
No,
What time did it happen at?
Here, Frank, why don't you come over
Yeah,
here?
come on in, we'll talk to you.
Yeah. Do you want to come out?
Sure.
Dominic's father, Frank Russo, arrives at the house later that morning. He's in shock. He can't believe his son is gone. And then he remembers something. Dominic texted him at 2:53 a.m. Just 3 words. I love you. At the time, it didn't seem unusual, but now Frank realizes the truth. That text was sent just moments before the crash.
So,
You know what time it happened at?
no, we don't. Right now, it's so early in the investigation that we don't know. What we do know 100% is somebody called it in. Somebody passing by called it in at around 6:15, 6:30.
Called in, what, the car was just smashed somewhere?
Yeah. So what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road, and they went
Right here in Strongsville?
Yeah, in Strongsville. That business that's right on Alameda, right where Progress ends, that's dead ends right there. They hit that building. They hit the sign out front, and then they hit the building.
Would they fall asleep at the wheel or something?
Don't know.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
So 2 kids are dead, my son's dead, another kid's dead, and
Go
the
ahead.
girl's in the hospital?
She's in surgery right now.
Oh my God, huh, Chris?
Yes,
I didn't copy.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, hang on just one moment.
Is there someone we can call for you? Whatever you might need.
Okay.
Well, I mean, another family member or a friend or anybody that you might want us to call on your behalf.
No. This is a fucking nightmare.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That was, what do you think, somebody called in at 6:30 in the morning?
Between 6:15,
6:15, 6:30, yeah.
Came upon it, passing it by.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is fucking horrible. She was in her car?
It was in Mackenzie's car, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is she gonna make it or you guys don't know?
We right now we don't know. She's in surgery right now, so we don't know.
Oh my gosh.
So
What a fucking nightmare.
the other person that was in the car was Davion.
Oh, who's that, the little black kid, Chris?
Yeah.
I don't really know him.
Okay.
Fuck. Oh my gosh. You about to try calling Angelo?
Yes.
It went right to voicemail.
Angelo was super close with him, man.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. He's in Florida.
Is he living in Florida, or is he just down there
He
visiting?
just went to see his girlfriend.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
When was he supposed to come back? Do you remember? Do you
He
know
wasn't
that?
sure. He just got an open-end ticket.
Okay.
Whatever you would call it. I can't even think straight. Maybe a week or 2 weeks.
Okay.
They'll be back early now. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this. He texted me at 3 o'clock in the morning, love you, Dad.
He texted you this morning at 3 o'clock?
2:53.
2:53.
Okay, well, that's helpful.
Okay.
On July 31st, 2022, around 6:15 a.m., a passerby noticed a car crashed into a building in an industrial area of Strongsville, Ohio. The car had gone off Progress Drive, crossed over Alameda, and slammed straight into a building at the dead end. The wreck was catastrophic. Dominic Russo and Devon Flanagan were dead at the scene. Makenzie Sherilla was critically injured and rushed to the hospital. At first glance, it looked like reckless driving. But investigators started noticing things that didn't add up. First, the location. Progress Drive isn't a main road, it's obscure. You don't end up there by accident. And Makenzie had been to that exact location days before. She had scouted it. Second, the timing. The crash happened just after 6 a.m. early morning. Minimal traffic. Minimal witnesses. No one around to help. In fact, the crash wasn't even discovered immediately. Dominic and Davon may have been sitting in that wreckage for hours. Third, the speed. Makenzie was driving between 90 and 100 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. She didn't brake. She didn't swerve. She didn't attempt to avoid the building. She accelerated straight into it. And fourth, Makenzie's behavior leading up to the crash. She had repeatedly threatened to crash the car with Dominic inside. She had controlling tendencies, volatile behavior, and just hours before the crash, she texted Dominic's family saying they weren't messed up, attempting to establish that she was sober. Investigators began to suspect this wasn't reckless driving, this was deliberate. But suspicion isn't enough. They needed proof. And then they found it.
This trial is a culmination of decisions made by one person, the defendant. Those decisions have forever altered the futures of 3 families, and of you also, Makenzie. And your decisions forever robbed Dominic and Davion of the futures that they had before now. If there is one thing that can be taken away from this case, as painful as it is this. Every decision we make is important. Every action we make is important. Regardless of whether the decision is a good one or a bad one, or the actions are good or not, the result is the same. The consequences ripple through time and affect many more people than one might think at the time of the decision. In criminal cases, the state carries the greatest burden under our law, proof beyond a reasonable doubt. As I previously stated, I considered all the evidence presented, and at this point I would like to comment specifically on Exhibit 802, the crash video. This is the type of evidence you can never unsee. You can never forget the visual or audio of this exhibit. It is chilling and tragic. As you review that exhibit, you know that you are watching the oncoming deaths of 2 people, and there is nothing that will stop it. The video clearly shows the purpose and intent of the defendant. She chose a course of death and destruction that day. Exhibit 802 crystallizes the deadly decision-making of the defendant. She morphs from a responsible driver to literal hell on wheels as she makes her way down the street. Makenzie alone made the decision to drive the car, to drive an obscure route, a route she visited a few days before, and a route not routinely taken by her. Makenzie alone chose the time to make the drive, early in the morning, when any reasonable person would expect that few people would be nearby to witness it or offer life-saving assistance. She made these decisions despite knowing, as any reasonable person would, that her mission of death could have involved others, not even in the car with her, other people, other cars, pedestrians. She had a mission, and she executed it with precision. The mission was death. Makenzie alone decided to push the pedal to the floor and demand the ultimate speed of that vehicle to 90 to 100 miles per hour. She alone decided what was to be. Makenzie decided death was the ultimate goal that day, and she alone made that decision for Dominic and Davion, and she continuously acted in a manner to achieve the purpose. Whether or not she intended to also kill herself is a matter of speculation. They have no relevance to the weighing of the evidence in this case. The totality of the evidence clearly demonstrates that Makenzie Sherilla acted purposely and intentionally in the early morning hours of July 31st, 2022, and her purpose was to kill Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan. No reasonable fact finder could view the totality of this evidence in this case and come to any other conclusion. Her actions were controlled, methodical, deliberate, intentional, and purposeful. This was not reckless driving. This was murder.
Surveillance footage from a nearby business captured the crash in its entirety. Exhibit 802. When investigators watched it, everything became clear. The video shows Makenzie driving normally at first. Then, as she approaches the dead end, she accelerates. Hard. She floors it. The car jumps to nearly 100 miles per hour in seconds. No braking, no swerving, no hesitation. She aims directly at the building and crashes. With precision, with control, with intent. The judge later described the video as unforgettable. Chilling. Evidence that could never be unseen. He said it showed purpose and intent, that Makenzie chose the route, chose the timing, chose the speed, and chose death. This wasn't reckless driving. This was murder. Dominic Russo was killed instantly. Davon Flanagan was killed instantly. Makenzie Sherilla survived, and investigators now had to answer one question. Why? The answer was the relationship. Makenzie and Dominic's relationship was toxic, controlling, manipulative. She threatened violence. She isolated him. And when Dominic tried to leave, when he said he was done, Makenzie decided he wasn't allowed to go. So she made a plan. She would kill him. And she would make it look like an accident. Davon wasn't supposed to be in the car. He was collateral damage, a teenager in the wrong place at the wrong time. But his presence made the crash look more believable, more accidental, except the video exposed everything.
I think Sarge made contact with whoever's on the phone on way, so I picked up.
Why, how can they be dead? How can they be dead in the car? How can they be dead in the car? Tell me. Ow! Ow! Oh my God.
Yeah, why don't you have a seat?
Christine, just sit down for me, please.
Can we get you a glass of water or something?
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This just can't be happening. Oh my God, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. Oh my God, this can't be happening. No, how could they have gotten in such a bad car accident?
What happened?
So the only thing we know right now is that we believe he was a passenger in a vehicle, okay? They went off the road on Alameda and Progress, right there, the business industrial park, and they struck a building. Okay. Right now, it's in the preliminary, beginning stages of the accident investigation. We don't know exactly what happened. Okay. Is there anybody else?
Yeah, that we should call?
Christine,
Would you like us to contact?
Chris, is there anybody else that we can call for,
Oh my
your
God! Oh my fucking
We'll be happy to make
God!
that phone call. Yes.
I don't know.
Okay. You don't know? Okay.
Makenzie Sherilla was arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder. At trial, she waived her right to a jury. She chose a bench trial. And after reviewing all the evidence, the judge delivered the verdict. Guilty, 2 counts of murder, multiple counts of felonious assault, aggravated vehicular homicide, guilty on all counts. Makenzie showed no emotion. She was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 15 years.
Court renders the following verdicts. Count 1. The court, having had count 1 tried to and pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of murder, to wit Dominic Russo, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.02a, is charged in count 1. Count 2. The court, having had count 2 tried to and pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of murder, to wit Davon Flanagan, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.02a, is charged in count 2 of the indictment. Count 3, murder. The court, having had count 3 tried to and pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of murder, to wit Dominic Russo, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.02b, is charged in count 3. Count 4, murder. The court, having had count 4 tried to and pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of murder, to wit Dominic Russo, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.02b, is charged in count 4. Count 5, felonious assault. The court, having had count 5 tried to and pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of felonious assault, to wit Dominic Russo, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.11 of the Revised Code, is charged in count 5 of the indictment. Count 6, felonious assault. The court, having had count 6 tried to and pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of felonious assault, to wit Dominic Russo, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.11A2 as charged in count 6. Count 7, felonious assault. Court, having had count 7 tried to it pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of felonious assault, to wit, Davion Flanagan, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.11A1 as charged in count 7. Count 8, felonious assault. The court, having had count 8 tried to it pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of felonious assault, to wit, Davion Flanagan, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.11A2 as charged in count 8. Count 9, aggravated vehicular homicide. The court, having had count 9 tried to it pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of aggravated vehicular homicide, to wit, Dominic Russo, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.06A2A as charged in count 9. Count 10, aggravated vehicular homicide. The court, having had count 10 tried to it pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of aggravated vehicular homicide, to wit, Davion Flanagan, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.06A2A as charged in count 10. Count 11, drug possession. The court, having had count 11 tried to it pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of drug possession in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2925.11A as charged in count 11. Count 12, possessing criminal tools. The court, having had count 12 tried to it pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of possessing criminal tools in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2923.24A as charged in count 12. The court, having had count 12 tried to it pursuant to waiver, finds the defendant, Makenzie Sherilla, guilty of possessing criminal tools, and further finds the defendant did intend to use a substance, device, instrument, or article, to wit, the digital scale, to commit the offense of a felony. Sentencing will be 1 week from today, August 21st at 1 p.m. If any party wishes to file a sentencing memorandum, it is to be filed by 4 p.m. on Thursday, August 17th. Thank you.
So let's go back to the beginning. When you first hear about this case, it sounds like a tragic accident. That's what everyone thought, even the police. But it wasn't an accident. Makenzie Sherilla believed she could get away with murder, chose the timing, accelerated with intent, executed her plan, and she almost succeeded. But the video told the truth. Christina Russo sits in her home now, devastated. She says they once talked about taking a picture together because they never had one as a family. Now they never will.
Oh, then my dog was here. We just said, why didn't we get a picture at dinner? We never get a picture of any of us together. We never will. Oh my God.
Do you need us to call your mom?
Oh, my mom's in Texas. What am I going to do to her? Oh my God.
Your mom, maybe you should call her. Maybe your mom will make you feel better, Mom.
I just don't understand. I don't understand why this is happening.
Be careful. You almost missed the You're good.
Yeah, I think of myself. I can't do this. I'm going to let it go. Oh, dear God. Oh, God. I can't believe it.
Dominic is gone. Davon is gone. And their families are left with questions, grief, and a truth that will never stop hurting.